Hey everyone, it's the voice of Jeremy Parish, and now that the Flip Grip Kickstarter has crossed the 100K threshold, thank you for your support. I thought everyone might like to see what the thing actually looks like in action. Now keep in mind, this is a 3D printed prototype from back in, I think, March or so it's not indicative of the final color or actual design or quality of the actual thing we're having manufactured, which will be injection molded plastic. But you get the idea. Like, you can see how this is arranged. Now, right now we're looking at Namco Museum, which was kind of the game that inspired this whole project. And as you can see, the screen is sideways, but Namco Museum is one of those games where they designed it so it actually does have a vertical interface. So with the press of a button, you can flip it, and all of a sudden everything works just right. So some of the games on here are great with the flip grip, and some of them not so much. Like, I wouldn't want to play Rolling Thunder with flip grip because it's it's horizontal, so you're not going to get the most out of your game. But for games like Tower of Galaga or Dig Dug or Galaga or Pac-Man, it's actually pretty great. So let's jump into Galaga, and I'll try not to die too much. Let's see. So we're gonna reset and start a fresh game. Drop in some quarters, and we're good to go. So there's all these options here. You can see right here, rotate screen 90 degrees. So if you want to change this at the menu level, you can do that. A lot of the arcade classic archives games have that same menu option, but this, we'll just jump right in and go. So I'm playing this at a little bit of an angle, so if I do a terrible job, that's going to be my excuse. But as you can see, Galaga was designed with a vertical monitor in mind. So it is a taller game than it is wide visually. And, home versions of, oops, yeah, doing great. Home versions of Galaga until now have pretty much been limited to, making use of a horizontally arranged screen. I think some of the Namco museums have offered the ability to flip the monitor if you're using a television, but a big TV, like tube television, was not really an ideal way to play this, turning that sideways if you played like Namco Museum on PlayStation or something along those lines. But this way is great because it's handheld, it's right here. You can play it on an airplane or whatever. And of course, you don't need to use the flip grip to do this. You can also disconnect the Joy-Cons and put this on a television, or like not a television stand, a desk stand. But I think the flip grip is a good way to kind of bring these things together. So I'm gonna, oops, can I pause? There we go. All right, so the flip grip does obscure some of the ports and controls for the Switch. So a lot of these things you can actually adjust on the menu. So if you want to adjust volume or brightness, you can hold down the home button and it brings up this menu. So despite the fact that pretty much all of these things are, like the volume and the power are obscured by the Switch grip when you're playing it, these functions are still available in the system at the system level. So that's pretty much it. And I'm going to put it to sleep. And that is the end of our demo. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your support of Flip Grip. We hope to have these to you this fall. Look forward to it.